Good day, everybody. This is the Grumpy Baker. I hope you are all having a beautiful day, but not really. Anyways, today we are gonna make the dreaded pie dough. I know a lot of people have problems with pie dough. They have problems with it shrinking, or it's too wet, or it's clumpy, or it isn't flaky. So we're going to eliminate that problem today for you. So let's get to it. All you need is a bowl, flour, shortening, or lard. I like lard. Yes, I know, it's bad for you. Well, too bad. And 1 cup of water with 1 egg beat in the water. So first we need 5.5 cups of flour. So you don't have to be, does it have to be, 5.5. You're making pie dough, not a souffle. Whatever you do, don't lose count. I almost did. Very simple. See, 5.5 cups of flour. Then 1 pound of shortening, or whatever you prefer. Okay? With the shortening, it's very simple. You cut it into small cubes. Okay? Just like so. It doesn't have to be pretty, it doesn't have to be even, just into small cubes. So take half of it, put it in. After you've cut them into small cubes, put it in the flour. Oh, shit. Also, sorry, I'll be right back. You need that special ingredient, a little bit of salt. Well, that's what happens when you don't have an organized kitchen. I never said I was organized. But here's the kicker. Make sure your shortening is cold. Leave it in the fridge overnight so that it can be cold. If it's not cold, it'll make your dough very slushy. So you put half in, just sort of circle it with flour so that there's flour on the butter. Okay? Then you put the second part in and do the same. Okay? That way it helps keep the shortening or lard separated, so when you're mixing it, it does not stick with everything else. Okay? Same with flour. You can use all-purpose. I wouldn't use cake flour for this. I know they say, ooh, pastry flour and cake flour, but I wouldn't. For pie dough, you want a nice flaky dough. Okay? So, once that's all in, now, I happen to have a pastry blade. Okay? Now, you don't need to use this. You can use a fork. You can even use your fingers and your hands. Okay? You just start breaking it up with the flour and mixing it with the flour. Okay? If you're using a fork or a pastry cutter like this, all you do is keep going until it is all mixed in with the shortening. Do not mix it so much that the shortening disappears. You don't want that. You just want it mixed in with the flour. Okay. It's not hard. It doesn't take long. But also, you don't need to mix it till the flour and shortening are one big hard ball. Okay? I'll show you in a second. Just so all the shortening is mixed up with the flour. Okay? Now, that's it. Okay, you want small little pieces of shortening. See that? You don't want them gone, disappear. You want a little bit of shortening. Now you add your salt. Do not add it, and it's 1 teaspoon. Okay, that's it. Then you just mix that in, give it a little rub. That's it. Okay, so here I have 1 cup of water with 1 egg beaten in with the water. You just add that, sort of swish it around with your hands a bit, or a knife or a spoon or whatever, not too much. Then take your spoon, your fork, knife, whatever you're using. Then you'll start to see it forming into a dough. See this? See, it's starting to go into a pie dough. Okay, that's what you want. Now, the same thing. Do not kill it. Okay, just mix it in until the flour and everything is mixed together. And that's it. Okay? Just till there's no more flour separate. See? Then you just take your hands, if there's a bit more, mix it in just lightly. Don't suppress it so that it's, you know. Now, it also depends on the flour. You might need a little more water because every flour is different. Robin Hood's different from all the other flours and so forth and so on. Some absorb better, some don't. Some absorb more water. Okay, now, once you have that mixed, okay, you should be able to put it together. It should just all come together like this. Okay, don't be afraid to use your hands to finish it off. Okay? And that's it. That's how easy pie dough is. But you gotta make sure you use cold water and everything. Cold water, cold shortening. The shortening has to be cold. Okay, don't put it in if it's warm or just out of the cupboard. Okay, it has to be cold. Now, this is what it should look like. It shouldn't look like a big pie dough, one big ball, not yet. So as you use it, you take it out and you can just go like this with your fingers and create the size you want to pin out. And as you can see, it sticks together. Okay, that's the misconception. Everybody thinks it has to be mixed until it's like this. No. See, now you could just take that and make one big ball if you wanted to. That's how you get a flaky pastry. People overmix it, and some of these, I shouldn't, they're doing well, and they know certain things, but you should be able to see shortening chunks in your mixture. Okay, then you know you haven't mixed it too much. Now, you should refrigerate it for at least an hour. Okay, that's another problem. Pie dough should be cold when you roll it, when you pin it. Then once you pin it out, lift it a little and let it shrink back in. Don't just start cutting or throwing it on a pie plate. You have to shrink it. Once you shrink it, then you can put it on the pie plate, make it larger than the pie plate or the cupcake plate or whatever you're doing. And once you do that, it will shrink even more. So make it a little larger than what you want. Okay? Then it won't shrink in the oven and you end up with all the sides in. That is how you make a proper pie dough. Okay? Now, on another note, have you ever noticed, or are you getting sick of this America and the 51st state for Canada? You know, I'm sick of hearing that shit. Maybe we should make them our next province. Then we could call them our sister province, since they have less landmass than we do. I'm getting sick of hearing about it. Just look after your own business. Now, I normally don't talk about politics and that, but I'm just so pissed about this 51st state shit. It's enough. Anyways, that's pie dough. It's very simple. As long as you mix it the way I instructed, I'm telling you, you'll have a very, very flaky pie dough. Anyways, this is the Grumpy Baker. Don't have a great day, and I'll see you next time.